Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Saturday, October 17th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I make these daily videos so we can all stay on our purpose-driven path, living one day at a time, doing our best to really take good care of ourselves first, drink a lot of water, eat our vegetables, really say nice things to ourselves and manage our anxiety during these crazy times. So if this is your first time stopping by, thanks for being here. All the info about me is down below in that dibbly-doo box. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website, or you could email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. All right, today I'm working with our favorite, the Gregory Scott Tarot. Sorry, it's not showing up very well. I'll play with my lighting in a minute here. And this is a general reading, so really just take what you need, see or give it some thought as to how this message might apply to your life, even though you might not think it will. It's gonna. All right, our first card today is the Six of Wands. Now, when we're in Wands, the suit of Wands really emphasizes the fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. But the Wands are all about having creative energy, about moving forward. They're about action. And here we have someone who is bringing in great news. Everyone is celebrating and thrilled about this. This is about change. This card can mean sudden change. Sorry, I got an itch on my nose. This can be about sudden change. This can also be about new opportunities showing up. This is about staying open and allowing things to change and going with the flow of whatever information you're getting. There's going to be some news coming through today. Now listen, sometimes we get messages or certain news that at first we think is not good and then turns out in the long run being very good for us. I'm seeing this as being more of really just receiving good news, but just stay open, because as things change, and I know I have a lot of earth signs who tune in because we're all, you're my tribe. And when that earthly stuff gets mixed up sometimes, or if sudden change or change happens, it can really rattle us. So especially during this time of COVID. So when new news is coming in, roll with it. See how it's going to unfold for you. Just stay open to new opportunities, or you're going to hear something today. It's what I'm really hearing. All right, our second card is about our focus, and this is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles typically represents the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And they're also all about those earthly things, our first chakra stuff, that stability, life, work, home, that kind of things, money. So here we have this guy, he's working his craft, and look at how he's forging forward, and see, he's smiling, isn't he? He looks delighted as he's doing his work. And while it looks like he's working on just a little bit of a horseshoe there, we don't know if he's done the big projects behind him or if he is just doing little projects, this little horseshoe. Nobody's bought the big stuff. So maybe it's about him working smaller, but putting his signature on it, treating it with with, get the words in, spirit, is treating it with as much respect for that little horseshoe as he does for these big pieces behind him, the helmet, the whatever those things are, shields and armor, right? So it's about him forging forward, perhaps working smaller, but still putting his touch on it so that he's able to keep moving forward. Somebody's going to come in and buy those big pieces, but they can't afford them right now. So maybe he's just going to take care of the horses. So stay focused. Look at how he is focused. You have to be focused when you're working with iron, hot fire, iron, things like that. I mean, a lot of, if he's not focused, he'll make a mistake. And he is right on point. He's really just keeping at it, like pounding away. Just keep pounding away. All right, our final tarot card is the Queen of Swords. Now, the swords typically represent all the air signs, and those are Gemini, Libra, happy birthday Libra, and Aquarius. And when we have the Queen, she's all about like that intellectual, that divine feminine sort of knowingness. But here she is pruning her garden, right? She's pruning these flowers while there are three people hanging in the background. But it almost blocks her view. And as we can see, we've got her sword back here in her garden. So she can easily turn around and reach for her sword if it's necessary. But what she's doing is she's shifting her focus to her work and tuning out what's happening behind her. Now, I've done a lot of personal work, a lot of interpersonal work, a lot of therapy. I've tried every program. I have PTSD. I have worked my whole life to recover from an abusive upbringing and the trauma that I experienced as a child. And I have worked very hard to not compartmentalize my life anymore, but to fully embrace everything that's happened to me. And here the invitation is, this is what Spirit's saying, is that sometimes compartmentalizing is important. It's a valuable tool. It's a coping mechanism. That's the right word. Yeah. It's a coping technique to help you to move forward. And here she is, just focused on her work. Here's what I love. Everybody's just focusing on their plate. They're working on their own stuff. He's pounding away. She's trimming it up. This feels like divine masculinity work and divine femininity. And while there's so much chaos still happening around here, I mean, in the United States, it's crazy. There's a lot of craziness happening. Turning it off and really just keeping your eyes on your work, on the flowers. This is the divine beauty. The intelligence that the flowers bring us is really something. So being able to do that is the invitation today, because it's hard sometimes to experience good news for ourselves while there's so much, and I'm looking just at these guys, while there's so much chaos in the background, or people are dying, right? They're dying, and you're receiving good news. And so having that dichotomy of experiences going on can really challenge us to keep our focus on our work or on what makes us happy. Maybe gardening is her happy place, by being able to shape those flowers in a way to bring her joy. So just keep moving forward, kitten, because it's been tricky. All right, our final tarot card, it's not a tarot card, comes from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck. Information down below. And here we have protected by angels, and it says you are cherished, right, by the angels. So calling all angels. Look at that little guy in his cherub face. Today's a great day to talk to your angels. You know, the interesting thing that I've recently learned, because I never really was raised on angel work, and the archangels never really, it didn't resonate with me, with my upbringing and who I was spiritually. And what I'm learning more and more about angels is we have to call them in and we have to invite them into our lives. And here they say, we're here, we're protecting you with this divine light. They look just like this young little angelic being. So call them in if you're not feeling them, and just trust that you are being guided and that you're being protected by Spirit, God, the angels, your higher power, whatever words you use to help you stay focused on your spiritual path. Because when we are in our spiritual path, while we're doing our work, gosh, Nothing else will matter. It's all up, and the angels are all looking out for us. We don't have to worry about anything else. All right, my dear, that's our reading for today. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. Go ahead. If you haven't subscribed, my matrix say 47% of you are not subscribed to my channel. So please hit that channel. Feel free, or that button. And let me know how you're doing in the comments. I want to hear how you are. And know that you're in my thoughts and prayers every day. And if nobody's told you today, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.